30.
All right, so if she going 45 and a 30, they pulled her over for a traffic ticket. How is it lawful for them to get the identification of the passenger, which they did not get, but said they identified me?
Andrew, please. Please, no.
They not trying to let me get out of the car myself, bro. I'm on the phone, obviously. You took your time with your investigation. I can't take my time and get out my car.
No.
My child's in the car.
You had multiple chances.
Give me a kiss, babe.
Okay, do you want to come out on your
Get
own?
off me. Get off me. Do you understand that they pulling on me like they dogs? I'm a human being.
Get out the car.
Then back up and let me get out.
I did.
I kissed my family goodbye. Get off me.
Get out.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. All right, all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, and double honors to the elders of the Great Millstone. And as you see there, his brother, you know,
45 and a 30, they pulled her over for a traffic ticket. How is it lawful for them to get the
trying to go up against, Esau Edom. All right, that don't work, man. Jake just don't get it. You not finna go against Esau Edom with his laws and really think that we have rights as a people. Clearly we don't have rights, man. You know how many people how many of our people tried to go up against them when it comes to these laws. Another thing, our people don't understand that we in captivity. That's why they act the way they do. You know, they don't understand we in captivity. And, their pride getting in the way too. All right, but Yahweh Shah told us how to operate in this society. All right, because this is our punishment. So I'm going to read again, Matthew chapter 5 and verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. All right. So the worst thing you can do in these situations like this is try to argue with them, man. Jay got to understand, they do not care. You arguing with them, they don't care. All right. And you trying to get a lawsuit or whatever you trying to do, it ain't worth your life. Especially you got family. You see a lot of these men, they get stopped in traffic. Not saying all the time, they're in the wrong, because you got some of these wicked cops out here. They already, trying to get a prey, if you know what I mean. All right. And that's the point. You definitely want to use wisdom and be, you want to be wise and be harmless. Like Yahweh Shah told us to be. You want to be harmless. All right. You don't want to give them any slight reason at all to do something. Another thing you got to understand, some of these cops you may run into, they probably scared themselves. These cops know that people don't like them. All right, so put yourself in the position of a cop. All right, imagine you doing that job. People hate cops, so that tension is already there. But like I said, I'm not taking their side, definitely not. But you gotta have balance, and you have to, put yourself in the position of somebody else to, really understand how something can play out. All right. You got to understand who your enemy is. You got to understand, how they're possibly thinking or how they possibly feel. All right. And you got to apply the wisdom of the Lord, most importantly. All right. So like I said, it's pointless to do something like this, especially when you have family. All right. Arguing with them ain't it more important than your life, man.
For them to get the identification of the passenger, which they did not get, but said they identified.
You trying to do all of this, your woman in the car, you probably got children in the car, putting your family in danger. For what? All right. Just do what they say. Give them no reason at all to, say you resisting. Best thing you can do is be silent and just give them what they want. Because they definitely they can't. When it come to Esau, he very crafty and deceitful. He can turn something around on you. Because Jake, Eve like to run their mouth. They can turn it around on you. The less you say, it'll be better for you. And that's just how we gotta act in this captivity. All right. Just move in wisdom, man. Put the pride to the side. Move in wisdom. You got your family with you. Definitely supposed to be protecting them too. You running your mouth and trying to go against them can put your family in danger. All right. Romans chapter 13 and verse 1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because you reading Daniel, Yahushua set rulers up, he set kingdoms up, and who he has ruling right now is Esau Edom. All right, so-called white man. All right, whosoever therefore resisted the power, resisted the ordinance of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Salakia, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. All right. So if you resist the powers of the Lord, you can get yourself in trouble. All right. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he used these other nations, especially Esau Edom, for his wrath. We being wicked, he used the other nations. You see that throughout the scriptures. Him putting us in captivity. The heathen slaying us. All right. So you wanna just do what the Lord say, man. Obey the Lord. He tell us how to operate, man. He tells us to use wisdom. He tell us what to do. All right. So you want to obey the Lord so things go smooth for you, Lord willing. All right. And this is not to say, because you got to have balance, like Proverbs 11 and verse 1 says. You got to have balance, because some people use that scripture. I remember when the whole, the medicine came out, basically. That poison came out. People was using that scripture to say, oh, we have to take it because we gotta obey the laws of the land. But it's Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So you gotta have balance, man. And using this, go into Acts. This is how you use balance when it comes to these laws. Acts chapter 5 and verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua rather than men. All right. So that's how you use balance when it comes to the laws of this land, this captivity. You always choose the Lord over, anything else. You don't put Esau Edom rules over the Lord. All right. Because Esau Edom might tell you to do something that's going off. That's when you don't do it. When Esau Edom try to tell you to do something that's going to transgress against the Lord, that's when you don't do it. But stuff like this, traffic stops, and, they ask you for stuff. Them asking you for stuff, it ain't going to make you, it's not you transgressing against the Lord. You doing all this extra stuff, it's transgressing against the Lord. Because the Lord told us how to operate in a situation like this. All right. And it's how you can put yourself in, these type of situations. You doing all the extra stuff. There's no need to do all the extra stuff, man. And Jason know by now. It happens all the time. Don't think you're gonna be different and get out the situation. No, you done seen it happen to a lot of our people. Try to, go into their book, try to go into their laws and use it against them. They don't care, man. They do not care. All right. I'm gonna open up with I'm gonna show this video.
Shooting captured on Facebook Live. We're going to show you the moment of the shooting, but we should warn that the video may disturb some viewers. The woman in the video survived, but both passengers, a 26-year-old man and a 2-year-old boy seen earlier in the video, were killed. The woman told police that
shocking video showing a road.
Okay, y'all seen the other video, what happened to them, which, it's clearly, it's judgment of the Lord, but y'all should know what scripture I'm gonna go into. The Lord told us not to do a specific thing. And I'm gonna pull this scripture out. I'm gonna show this video too, because it goes into the two scriptures I'm gonna show.
Rage incident
I'm gonna read.
Quickly turned fatal. It only lasts 6 seconds. You see 2 men arguing near a motorcycle. The door of a truck open nearby. Then a shot from inside the truck, police say, killing Stephen Addison, a veteran and a father of 3.
Stephen was a great guy. People always say someone lit up a room. My husband, he lit up every room he went into.
The video, sent to NBC's Raleigh affiliate and verified through details from the police and district attorney. Roger Nobles, the man inside the truck, initially fled the scene with his son, Roger Nobles Jr., the man seen in the video arguing with Addison, according to the Fayetteville Police Department.
Who could do that? Kill somebody and then just continue on with life like you didn't just do that.
Police say when they found the men, Noble Sr. admitted to the shooting. He was then arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The video, though brief, is revealing. WRAL spoke with security consultants who reviewed the footage and said they found the son's body language concerning, though we should note we don't know what happened before or after the video's duration. Ricky Davis with Rice Security and Consulting noticed Roger Nobles Jr. did not flinch when the shot was fired.
Once the shot was fired and then he looked at the victim, he didn't turn around and look at his father and saying, to make comments like, why did you do that? I didn't anticipate this or whatever. He just watched the victim fall and walked away.
Addison's ex-wife also distraught. This incident leaving her children fatherless too.
All right, as you saw there, even, they saw what was going on, man. They said, it basically looked at it was, they planned to do that. It was premeditated. All right. They, and the scriptures speak on that, man. It's, Satan seeks to devour us, man. Esau, Edom seeks to devour us. Any chance they can get, they will do it. All right. So this is very important. While we, listen to what Yahushua said and be harmless, man. Be wise, okay? So I'm gonna open up with, to go into that. Both of the videos, actually. I'm gonna get, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 8 and verse 15. It says, travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. All right. So you want to be mindful of who you're traveling with. You don't want to travel with somebody that, is what they call a hothead, have a bad mouth, always trying to be quick to fight, and somebody is in trouble, man. Somebody, into some stuff they shouldn't be into. You get caught up in it, then, hey, like the scriptures say, thou shalt perish with him through his folly. All right. So you got to be mindful who you're around. You don't want to, man, I meant to, I was looking for a few hours. I was trying to find this video I saw. It was a while ago. It was this woman and, her husband or, so-called boyfriend, whatever was going on. They was in a parking lot and they was arguing with another man, Eve. Eve was the main one arguing. She main one talking. I think it was over a parking spot, man. Something silly. And they was arguing. And Eve was, trying to get her, tell her man to, do this to him. Do this to him. And she over here telling the other man he ain't gonna do nothing. All right. Basically stirring up wrath. Instigating, And from her doing that, she got her man, killed, man. So definitely watch when you're dealing with these women, man. You got that loudmouth woman. If you stuck with a loudmouth woman, man, hey, try your best to not go with her nowhere, man. She need to stay home, like the scriptures say anyway. She needs to stay home because women can get men in a lot of trouble, man, because they mouth. These women, man, they even tell you they have a bad mouth. They think it's cute. They say, I need somebody that can handle me. I got a bad mouth. My mouth bad. They literally say this and think it's cute, man. But a lot of people have perished by, from women. And the scriptures even say that, You got these women out here with these loud mouths and they stir up stuff. They start stuff, They instigate. Somebody end up dying. All right. So, once again, travel not by the way with the bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will. All right, because it's certain women, man, try to tell them to shut up, and they get even louder. They keep talking, because that pride and just that rebellious spirit that they have. All right, it says, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. Woman mouth, man, is dangerous. Okay. A rebellious woman. And that lead me to get back to the car thing, the road rage. Man, I don't even honk at people, man. People cut me off. People be driving back. I do not honk at them, man. I know how this road rage stuff get. So you want to be wise with that, man. Especially when you driving that road rage. There's nothing to play with. But Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. All right. So you get in a situation, hey, act like Apostle Paul. Start using wisdom and basically sweet talk, sweet talk. Basically sweet talk, don't be trying to have an attitude, don't let your pride get in the way, man. Just, use wisdom, be harmless, as Yahushua said, man. And basically, I think that's it, man. I think that's it for the video. Be wise, agree with thine adversary. It's another scripture tell you if it's possible to be peaceful. Salaki, my dog barking. Scripture says if it's possible, be peaceful with all men. All right. So giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua. Shalom.